Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Victor Obasuyi. Today, I'm going to be talking about a different topic entirely, and that's religion. We've all seen these days how much religion can divide families, friends, tribes, societies, even the nation and the whole world. Religion is not what is dividing us. It's people interpreting religion in order to suit them. So we should not allow ourselves be vulnerable to these greedy people. We've seen situations where families are split because of religious belief. I'm a Christian, you're a Muslim, therefore we are on opposite sides of the spectrum. Religion preaches love, peace, and unity. I think that is part of almost every religion. If we allow somebody to interpret it and use it to divide us, we've already failed in that religion. We are all human beings. The same blood flows through us, the same red blood. Why should we allow ourselves to be divided by religious beliefs? After all, salvation is personal. On the day of judgment, God is not going to judge everybody as a group. You're going to be judged individually. So why should you impose your beliefs on the next person? This person is a Christian, and that's the way he or she has chosen to worship God, or his or her own God. The other person is a Muslim, and that's the route that the person has chosen to worship his or her God. The other person is Hindu, that's the choice. The other person is Sikh, that's the choice. At the end of the day, everybody accounts for how he or she lived his or her life on earth. So it is not your problem how the next person decides to live his or her life. What I think matters the most is what we have in our hearts, in here. How we treat our fellow human beings. And not the religion you belong to. We have seen people that don't even believe in any religion. And they live a life that even you would be proud to associate with. At the same time, we've seen so-called religious extremists that you will not even want to associate yourself with them. If you practice your religion such that everybody wants to be like you, you don't need to force them to believe in your religion. If you start imposing it on others, that means your life is not an example of what the other people want to follow. That's the way I see it. As a young child, I remember this man in my area. He wasn't a Christian. I grew up in a predominantly Christian home. So this guy in particular wasn't a Christian. But the neighborhood kids will all converge at his house in the morning, and the guy had a big pickup truck. Every morning when the guy is leaving home, he'll take every kid from that neighborhood that can fit in that truck. He takes all of them on his way to work and to drop his kids at school. He does not discriminate between these are his kids and these are not. As he's going, every child that probably gets to close to his or her school will just tap on the side of the van, of the pickup truck. He slows down, he stops, that child disembarks, and he continues. This way, the kids don't have to walk too far to get to their schools, because where we lived was very far from the closest schools. And the guy did this every day, year in, year out. No charge to any of the kids. He does it when he's going, and he will do the same thing when he's coming back home. No charge to any kid or their parents. Then we had the people in the church who were even elders in the church that will preach to you every day, Sunday school and everything. You find them taking their own kids to school and will not even stop to pick their kids' friends in the same vehicle, even when they have empty seats in the car. So to me, as a young child, I knew then that I would rather listen to the guy that did that volunteer service for the kids to make sure that the kids got to school and don't have to walk too far to get to school than the stingy ones that preach love but don't exhibit it. But what they preach and what they do were different. I could sense that these guys were hypocrites, even as a young child. Show me based on what you're doing, not what you're telling me. And I believe that if we teach our kids these same values, rather than instigating them from when they're young to separate themselves from the other group because they practice a different religion. Extremism, religious extremism to me, is not just the guy that takes a gun to do random shooting. If you start brainwashing your child from when they're small, that look, we are Christians, these guys are Muslims, they are bad, they are not allowed near us, don't do anything with them. By the time the child grows, that child automatically has red flags all over him. So even when he sees a Muslim, he's skeptical from the beginning. Things that would have been swept under the carpet becomes something that that child will now attach emotions and everything to in reacting to it. The same way, you find people that are okay, I'm a Christian, I'm Catholic, the other person is Anglican, my child cannot marry your child. This is the same Christianity. This happens with the Muslims too. I'm Sunni Muslim, you are Shiite Muslim. Therefore, we are not together. So if we follow this, you find that we're going to allow, these guys will always break it down to the next level in order to continue dividing us as human beings for their own selfish interest. Basic tenets of every religion: love, peace, and unity. If we extend it to the people around us, we will have a better world to live in. Teach your child not to judge the next person based on his or her religion, but judge the person based on his or her own personal character. We will have a better world to live in. And I think that's what is the most important thing. We all want to live in peace and harmony. And we can only do that when we take out all these unnecessary man-made barriers. Every one of us, we're all human beings. Treat the next person the way you want to be treated, and we'll have a better world to live in. The Bible, the Quran, or whatever religion you believe in should be such that the way you live your life would be such that everybody wants to emulate your lifestyle and be like you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I just thought I'll share this with you guys. I appreciate. Love to read your comments. Thank you.